What's up, duelists? Today's video is the long-awaited X-Saber duel video. I need to explain this list, I need to explain X-Sabers, I need to talk about all this stuff, but before I get into it, make sure you guys are subscribed, make sure you guys like this video. I put a lot of time and thought into this deck list, so, show me a little love. Show me a little love in the comment section or whatever. Alright, the deck list. X-Sabers. This is a sick deck. In Edison format, you don't get the Shining Darkness cards, which means you don't get Dark Soul, which is big. You don't get Dark Soul. It means you're kind of limited. You also don't get Pastule because it was released in Duel Terminal 1, but it didn't have a subsequent paper release in a different set, so it wasn't yet legal in Edison format. I was playtesting the deck a lot, right? I was playtesting it like, I don't know, just way too much. And I was having very, very, rescinded success. And I was like, I can't in good faith show you guys a deck list that I just get lucky in a few games with. I have to show you guys a deck list which I genuinely think will have consistent results. One of the biggest issues I had with this deck, and I mean the biggest issues, is that I drew opening hands that just did nothing. They were low activity, they had multiple copies of Fall Troll, multiple copies of Bellum. They just fell apart to any real deck. And I think that that's still going to be a problem even with this list, but this list adds a few things that I think help mitigate that. First off, this list is 46 cards. I know you guys are looking at that, you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, cut some cards. No. Actually, no. I don't think it's right to cut cards in this deck. I think you don't want to draw multiple copies of Fall Troll early. I think you don't want to draw multiple copies of Bellum early. So instead of going lower in cards, adding Upstart Goblins, which I genuinely tried, and it just ruined my consistency. I just kept drawing multiple bricks early on. I was just like, dude, what is going on? I would draw 2 Bellum Cat, almost every single game. I would play Ryko, I would, mill double Bellum, draw Cat, this sort of shit was not improving my deck at all. So instead I was like, what if we just added some more power cards? What if we just added more ways to tutor the exact cards we want? And then sort of shape the deck around those specific moments that made the deck so powerful. This deck maximizes on ways of finding Rescue Cat. Rescue Cat automatically turns on your Fall Trolls, right? Because it puts 2 Bellums into play immediately and then your Fall Trolls become live. Sure, double Bellum Fall Troll isn't that good. I think it's double Gotems plus 1 discard, but that's fine. That's a powerful enough interaction. To find Rescue Cat, we've got triple Giant Rat, double Gold Sarcophagus. I haven't included Summoner Monk in this list. And the reason I haven't included Summoner Monk in this list is because I would frequently draw it and then summon it, and it's just kind of like I have to pitch one of my spell cards. And I would get lots of awkward hands where I'd have a sweeper and a monk, and I would need to play the sweeper, and then the monk would just be another brick, another dead card. It felt kind of like having Ragagura, where I needed more than just the monk to do something. Whereas with Giant Rat and with Gold Sark, you don't need more than that. It just gets you your cat, no questions asked, no anything. Also, the monk didn't really make for any of the synchros I want to be summoning. It didn't make for Hyunlei or Goyo or Bionic. It made Arcanite Magician, and I had to fit an Arcanite Magician in my extra deck, which I don't really want to cut any of these cards. There are a lot of situations where you need double arm, and that's why we have double arm. I mean, that's the only thing I could maybe even see cutting, but you need all of these cards. From all of the synchro situations that I had come up, these are the cards that I really felt were necessary. Another really big issue with the deck that I found is that Caius fucking destroys this deck. So I was like, man, I could main deck a bunch of pre for Caius, right? I could main deck Skill Drains, Trapstones. There was a whole bunch of ways I tried to approach it. And I was like, look, if the opponent draws multiple Caius game 1, we're just going to get fucked. Sideboard, we're going to have triple Rug, triple Mask of Restrict, and we're just going to say, you're not going to resolve a Caius in game 2 and game 3. That's basically the plan. I don't know. Caius really does kind of hurt this deck, and that's something that needs to be worked out. But I think with Giant Rat, it's a little bit, it mitigates that. It's okay, maybe you banish my X-Saber monster, but now I have Rat Fall Troll or Cat Fall Troll, and then I can come back, Goyo, steal your Caius. It gives you counterplay with the triple Giant Rats to some of the common threats in the format. I think triple Giant Rat definitely improves the deck. I think playing 46 cards definitely improves the deck. And I think some of these other tech inclusions, which I'm going to talk about in a second, definitely help the deck in today's metagame. So there's also Level Limit Area B and Gravity Bind. These cards are kind of a concession to the popularity of like Heroes, Black Wings, beatdown decks like that. These cards buy you a lot of time. They also let you play a really passive game plan where you can just draw, set a monster, pass, draw, set a monster, pass, draw, hit your fall troll, okay, maybe flip my monsters, make a little baby combo, and then pop off. One thing about these decks is they're pretty one-sided floodgates. Most of your monsters are under 4-star besides like Giant Rad, like Gores and shit. And then also they can just get turned off at any point you want using xx-saber Hunlei. So like with this card, I could be pronouncing this card like completely wrong, but Hunlei is like, it can pop any 3 spell or traps on the field. You can pop your own spell and traps. So you can set up a floodgate that doesn't stop Hunlei. So like, for example, no skill drain, obviously, but like I could set up like a Mask of Restrict or a Gozen or a Rivalry or something, and then I can shut it off with my own Hunlei if I want to go for a play like that. I could see this deck maining Gozen match at some point. Most of the monsters are Earth, Sands like Sangan, and of course your Battle Tricks. I think the Gravity Bind and Level Limit Area B just like help you buy the time you need in order to set up 2 monsters in play, which is what this deck's trying to do. The whole point of this deck is set up 2 monsters in play and then summon a fall troll. Another thing that I didn't really love in the other builds is I was like trying to play triple Gotham's Emergency Call. And this card is like, I don't know, it's like the biggest trap, right? It's just the biggest trap. And like, you're like thinking, okay, if everything goes right, I get 2 monsters in my graveyard, I get to summon 2 monsters from my graveyard. That's huge. That's like a really, really powerful effect. And it is, and that's why we're playing 2 copies of it. But it breaks in multiples, especially in the early game. It requires 2 X-Saber names in the graveyard and 1 in play. And then it also just like, please fuck me, Royal Oppression. Please, just, Royal Oppression, please just fucking end my existence. So, I don't know. It's so rough. I don't like this card. I wish I could cut more of it. It's super powerful. I think you could maybe even go down to 1 E-Call 2 Fall Troll. That might even be like an extreme like drop down in power level for the deck. But it might just be correct. It might just be correct, especially with the Gold Sarks to find what you're missing and stuff. Especially with the stall cards, you'll eventually find your Fall Trolls. You'll eventually find your 1 Gotham's E-Call. I'm not quite sure on the ratios of that. Also, Gotham's Emergency Call, another reason it's super awkward is like, I want to go for my big play after I play a sweeper, which is like True Nade, Heavy Storm, Cold Wave, Trap Stun, whatever. But I can't play a sweeper and then play Gotham's E-Call because it has to be face down. So I don't like that. It's like an unsafe overcommitment card, which man, I just can't enjoy resolving this card without feeling like a serious amount of anxiety, right? So I don't know. That's that. Obviously, you got to have Brain and Mind. They're super good in this deck. You have a million ways to access tuners, and it's also like just one of the only ways this deck can effectively remove an absolute 0 before going for an OTK. That's like another thing this deck has a little bit of trouble with. You have Brain, you have Mind, and you have Book plus Bryonic. So that's why there's triple Book and there's double Brain Mind. Also, triple Book is super important because it's interaction through Trap Stun, which you do play. And then also triple Book is super important because it combos with full Helm Knight. One thing I want to mention too is we are playing both Gores and Trag. I think both of these monsters are super important, as well as the double Starlight Road, because they can steal games. I think this deck needs a lot of effective ways to steal games, because the actual strategy is, I don't want to say slow and bad, but like, it's really clunky. Getting 2 monsters into play and then specialing a Fall Troll through no interaction, through no like spot removal, through no anything, through no like Gladiator Beast, through no Icarus, whatever, it's tough. It's really, really tough. So if you have Starlight Road, you can cheese someone who tries to Torrential you, or Mirror Force you, or Icarus attack you, or Black Rose you. You know, you can cheese someone that way. And it also helps back up your like Floodgate attack cards. And it can just like auto-win games on its own. Same thing with Gores and Trag. One cool thing about Trag in this deck is it works really well with Level Limit Area B and Gravity Bind. It's a huge monster that can like copy level 3 and then be able to attack and switch positions under Level Limit Area B and Gravity Bind, which is super cool. Another cool thing is like you can attack with Trag, make it level 3 attack with Trag under Level Limit Area B, set your hand, it gets weaker, and then on your opponent's turn he switches to defense. So you don't take a bunch of damage if they are able to run it over or whatever, which is super cool. It's like this kind of like Goblin attack force with like huge stats. It's a really cool card in this deck for sure. And I think it also combos really well with having Giant Rat and Ember's Blade because you want to crash these cards. So you're going to be taking like little points of battle damage. You'll be able to slam a Tragodia and play like really easily here and there. Card Trooper is another like beat stick that you can get off Giant Rat. It helps set up for your like call and your Gotham's E-calls. I think Card Trooper is maybe a card I might consider cutting in the future. I kind of have it as like a high impact Giant Rat, but I really hate random milling in this deck. You know, oftentimes you mill the specific cards you want and not vice versa. And you're really just milling in hopes to resolve a Gotham's E-call, which again, I think Gotham's E-call has a lot of problems as a card. I think Fall Troll is definitely the top end of this deck that you want to focus on, especially in like the current Edison format metagame. You've got Rescue Cat, right, which is a way to make your Fall Trolls live. You got Giant Rat, which is a way to make your Fall Trolls live. You got Gold Sark, which is a way to make your Fall Trolls live. You just want to find a sweeper, you want to find a Fall Troll, and you want to find some combination of way of getting your Fall Troll in play. There's a couple like hand loops, there's a couple OTKs in this deck. I'm not really going to cover them right now. There's a Bryonic hand loop. There's a, you know, obviously the Armory Arm Colossal OTK. Let's talk about the sideboard a little bit more. There's 2 Soul Release. I needed just something that was super high impact against Lightsworn. This deck gets fucked by Lightsworn. Lightsworn is really good against this deck. I might even like go as far as like cutting the Mind Crush, cutting the Mirror Force, and adding 2 Light Imprisoning Mirror in the future. But we'll see. As of right now, I'm keeping the Mind Crush and the Mirror Force just because Lightsworn isn't super popular. And I don't know. I just like having these cards for, you know, versatility. I can bring them in, have more versatile options against like maybe Glad Beasts. But Mind Crushes maybe for heroes, maybe for Blackwings. I don't know. I also might see cutting the Cyber Dragons in the future and cutting the Chimera Tech from the extra deck. It's kind of crazy. I really do like Cyber Dragon as a card in Edison format, and obviously it's super great when you have a ton of level 3 tuners, but it's one of those decks where it's like, I'm going to lose to Oppression. Do I really want to be boarding in more cards that's going to make me lose to Oppression? I'm going to already beat the Gadget decks because I've got triple pulling the rug, and I've got like, you know, Level Limit and Gravity Bind, which those decks really struggle with. So is Cyber Dragon really something I need for this deck? I think for this deck, you should be min-maxing as much as possible what the deck actually needs, what the deck is actually losing to, and what the deck actually, like those powerful interactions where it's like Cat Fall Troll, I think you should be min-maxing those in Edison format. I think the list should look a little bit different than this. I'm not super sold on this, but this is the one I've had the most success with so far, and this is the list we're going to play in the video. Anyway, guys, definitely try out the list, definitely check it out, definitely subscribe, all that stuff. Let's hop over to the matches. Peace. Alright, we've got a game versus how about $15 PayPal. Interesting username. Doesn't make a lot of sense. He's gonna pick rock again, we're picking paper. There's no way he picks scissors here. There's no way. Fucking bitch! God damn it! Oh, fuck! Come on, man! Come on! We're already down bad. We're using the same sleeves? He stole my Smooth Rain avatar. Oh, this guy's on my vibes. Alright, our hand kinda sucks. We drew a Brick and Ragged Girl, but we've got Trag. Maybe we can just lean heavy into Trapstone Trag. Or Book of Moon Trag. I think we're just going to summon a 3600 Trag and Prage. That's going to be our game plan. Ooh, Gold Sark? You don't love to see it. If they search for a Coelacanth, we're doomed. We're doomed. We need too much for this hand to really pop off. Okay, Gold Sark for Burial. That's fine. That doesn't really... What? No, don't do this. Don't do this counter thing. This bugs me. That's so annoying. That's so ugly. I hate the way that looks. Oh, we drew Emmer's Blade. I think their set monster might be Raikou, so I'm down to just attack into it with Emmer's Blade. We can pick it up with Ragged Gura if it dies, and then we can have, like, Tragodia for defense, in case they do some value stuff. I think this is, like, value with Gold Sarks or something. I don't know what deck plays Gold Sark Burial other than value. Yep, there's the Raikou. Okay. That's going to pop our Emmer's Blade. Totally fine. Alright, they milled Giant Trunade, Gold Sark, and Foolish Burial. That's a really good mill for us to see no high impact anything. Fuck, man. Do we want to set Trap Stun? What's the difference between our Trag? Our Trag will be 3,000. Let's just pass. I think 3,000 Trag is too important. Why would you Gold Sark for Burial if you just don't have graveyard stuff? Like, what? I don't get it. Okay, Charge of the Light Brigade. Pretty big draw for our opponent. If they had it, they would have played it last turn. Oh my goodness. You love to see it. Their mills have been trash. Deserved. Deserved for playing random milling. This is why we are not playing random milling today, because we didn't want this to happen to us. Exactly. Exactly this. He said suspicious mills. Facts, dog. Facts. No cap. Maybe don't play Gold Sark in your deck, and don't play Foolish Burial. Just play the cards you want to mill. I don't know. Like, what is this deck? This has got to be value, right? Like, this isn't... Okay, they didn't attack us. That's so weird. Oh, I'm so glad we didn't set the trap stun, because we drew Card Trooper. Yo, okay, plan number 1. Card Trooper, no mill. Card Trooper, no mill. Attack into the set monster. I guess we get boned if it's hamster. I guess we should just mill. That's annoying. That's annoying. I don't want to have to mill here. But let's mill our 3. Oof, we milled Fall Troll. I guess we can get it back with Regagura, though, so that's not too bad. If this monster's like a spy or something, I guess our Card Trooper doesn't get over. Okay, so it is another Reco. I was thinking about not milling just so we could, you know, attack into it and then whatever. Dude, our opponent is playing a shitload of spell cards. Like, come on, man. If you got Upstart Goblin, you got Gold Sark, you got Foolish, you got Monster Reincarnation, and you expect to mill monsters, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's be real here. Let's be real. We still got our 3,000 Trag. I think they don't have trap cards, so I don't see a point in setting Trap Stun. I don't really see a point in setting Book of Moon. Yeah, I don't really see a point in setting anything yet. Let's just keep passing. Let's just keep passing. They're going to get their Burial, but that doesn't do anything. It literally doesn't do anything right here. Like, what are they going to do? Like, they have Chaos Sorcerer, and then they can Burial back a Raikou? Like, okay. Like, come on. Like, let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a stack. This deck and this hand and their positioning right now doesn't look that threatening. Them having a Burial right now, not that threatening. I wonder what their hand looks like, actually, because they haven't really done anything. And we've passed, like, open board multiple times. Like, trying to incentivize, like, please OTK us, please attack us. And they're just like, nah, we got nothing. And they haven't played an Upstart Goblin, which I'm sure they're playing 3 of, so they don't have that in their hand. Monster Reincarnation. What the fuck is the Monster Reincarnation? They're just not attacking us. Okay, now they're going to set trap cards? Card Destruction? Dude, this guy's playing every spell card. Okay, that's actually really bad for us, though. Okay, discard hand. So we draw 6. Hopefully we draw Gores. Yeah, that Card Destruction was pretty bad for us. I can't cap, because we really liked our hand. Our hand's not bad right now. Oh, they're on Norlera's Vayu. Dude, this looks really shitty. But if they have Norlera's, I mean, they have it. We didn't set our book. I didn't think they would be on, like, Norlera's Vayu with, like, all this, like, garbage. Look at all this, like, weird stuff in their deck. Okay, Monster Reincarnation. This is pitching maybe maybe they'll summon Dark Arm Dragon here. But, like, that's fine, right? Yeah, pitching Brain Control. Dude, your deck is doing too much. I'm going to be honest. Your deck might be doing too much. Double Reincarnation. Okay, here's Dad. Like, well, that's okay. Like, whatever. We take 3,800. Next turn, we can pretty easily clear this, I believe. Take 1,000 from the Sangan. Take 2,800 from the Dark Armed. And then the opponent's set card is for sure Burial. So we don't even really have to True Nade. Because we know it's Burial. Because they said it before they Card Destructioned, and they didn't activate it or anything. So we don't even have to True Nade here. We can level limit Area B to switch the Dark Arm to defense, and then we can Ember's Blade attack over it. We can set the Solemn Judgment. We can proceed from there. Set the Book of Moon as well. That's not bad. Sangan can crash and get Phantom, but we have 2 pieces of interaction for that, so that's not bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and activate level limit Area B. Let's switch their Dark Arm to defense, and then we'll use the Ember's Blade to attack over it. Yeah, switch your Dark Armed. So switch it to defense. It switches to, yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. Ember's Blade is going to come into play. Ember's Blade can attack into the Dark Armed. Oh, let me tell him to refresh. Oh, that's a bug. You might want to refresh real quick. Yeah, if his page is bugged, we'll just wait real quick for him to get back. But I think this position's really good for us. We have all of our stuff. We didn't even have to use our True Nade yet, which is nice. So we can go for that later on when we go for our big Omega push. And then I'm hoping to get a situation where we run over the Sangan and then we airbell him the last 2 cards in the opponent's hand. That's kind of something I want to initiate. So I hope they don't set any new back row. That would be really good for us. Really, really, really good for us. We're down 2 books, which is our optimal way of interacting with Phantom of Chaos, but we still have our 3rd one. We still have our Solemn, so we're still big chilling as of right now. Their Dark Arm Dragon is gone. They basically used it as like a burn spell, a 2-card burn spell, because they had to pitch a monster to make it happen. So I'm pretty happy with this situation we're in. They also have 2 reincarnations gone, which means that Dark Arm Dragon, not a problem. We know they have probably a monster. What is this? Vayu summon? Okay, they're just summoning the Vayu. I wonder if they're doing this to, like, just get it in the grave, you know? Just get it in the grave. Okay, let's see. What's the move, then, in this case? What's the move? Catamounts to 1 discard, 2 discard if we sack the Gotems. Okay, well, I guess we could discard their hand. And then Full Helm Knight's pretty good. I don't think that's the worst use of our cat. I don't think that's the worst use. He said he probably should have dad popped your own Sangan. Honestly, bro, it wouldn't have mattered because I would have discarded your hand either way. So that's not really something. I had cat that turn, so I could have cat attacked over dad. Or I didn't even have to do that. I could have just attacked over dad and whatever. But I guess if we go rescue cat, fuck, man. We're blowing up the burial with Hyunlei and then going Gotems after that. Okay, yeah, let's do this. I think this is right. They're gonna get 2 Vayus, but we're gonna be able to blow up their shit, and that's gonna be fine for us. We just need to think about if we're blowing up our own level limit. I don't think we are. I think we're just leaving it in play. I think this is all fine. Fine and or dandy. He said he would have had Norlera's follow-up. Yeah, no, you wouldn't have, because we would have discarded your hand. And we have traps. We have back rows. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to do that. So, funny that you would have thought that. Because there's no difference between this turn and the next turn, right? Like, let's attack over the Vayu with Emer's Blade. Okay. Let's attack over Sangan with Airbellum. They get the search. And honestly, you still had it. You could have attacked Sangan into Emer's Blade. Main phase 2, normal summoned Phantom of Chaos. No discard, has to be direct. Airbellum has to be a direct attack. So, that's that, pretty much. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you could have crashed the Sangan. You didn't, there was a million ways you could have got the follow-up. But now, this is going to be discard. And now, you are going to lose your entire hand. You take 1600, declare, we'll roll our dice. This doesn't really matter, we're going to discard the other card anyway, but maybe he thinks for a moment he will have the Phantom. Nope, not going to have it. We'll go Hyunlei, pop his back row, and then we will go Gotems, discard the last card in his hand. And just be in a winning position. Actually, we don't even have to discard the last card in his hand. Do we? Let's see. Do we have to? Is there any reason we would have to here? I think we should just do it. Why not? Oh, is another Vayu? Why not? Fuck it. We have the interaction we need. I sincerely hope he makes an Armed Wing in defense. I sincerely hope that. So we can get to fully showcase why this deck is disgustingly good with Full Helm Knight and a defense monster on the opponent's side of play. Our life points are a little low, but we've got solemn level limit. I don't think this deck can break that. I legitimately don't. I think this deck list is really messy too. This is a really messy deck list. There's obviously a lot of power, right? Between like Monster Reincarnation on Dark Armed and stuff, but he said hard. Yeah, no, it is hard. You have 1 card and I have 6, and I have a Floodgate, and I have a Solemn. So yeah, yes, it is hard indeed. Very challenging for you. Yes, I don't think you're winning this game, my lad. My lad, I do not think you can come out victorious here. If we had that 1 of Avarice, that'd be nice right about now. We still have a Ragged Gura, which can get us back Fall Troll. We still have 1 for 1, which is a decent draw. Okay, draw pass. Well, we're not really incentivizing anything by doing this. I think we're just going to put this in defense and pass. I think we really want to bait him into Armed Wing in defense. We still have all the relevant pieces of interaction. And this gets us a body in place, so for when we do go for our giant True Nade, we can have more damage to press. I wonder what he's going to do. Please go for a value play. Please. He might be saving them for, like, expecting to resolve a Norlaris at any point. But he's never resolving that. Because Heavy Storm is gone, Giant Trunade is gone, and I have 2 stops for Phantom of Chaos. So, like, what are you doing? Okay. They're never summoning the Armed Wing at this point. I thought maybe we could bait him into doing it, but they're not doing it. So we're just going to go full Helm Knight. We're going to go attack for 1,300. Maybe they have Gores. Maybe they have whatever. Not worried about it. Main phase 2, we'll set the bottomless, and then we'll just pass. Eventually, this full Helm Knight will go the distance, assuming they don't play Gores. That would be really annoying. If they do play Gores, we're going to have to do some convoluted stuff. Yeah, so that Dark Arm Dragon that you spent 2 cards to get back and just attack me directly with, now you're just giving me back the life points you gave me, or you took from me, I guess. Which is like, it's like, that's why you don't got to do that kind of stuff. You really don't got to summon Dark Armed into an open board, especially when you can just do it not into an open board. Okay, now this I don't get. This I don't get. You're going for value once the full Helm Knight's in play. Now it's just like, are you just, do you not understand what's going on here? Okay, there's Plague. Okay, think on summon. Think on summon. Let's see. I guess they could, whatever. We're just going to book the Plague. We're just going to book the Plague, and that should just be curtains for the opponent. Full Helm Knight gets level 4 or lower. So what's that going to get for us? Unfortunately, we don't have another full Helm. You already summoned Plague. Bro, what are you doing? Bro, what are you doing? This is, what? Yo. You think, okay, fair enough, Plague, I guess, yeah, think Grave, yeah. Fair enough. I guess. Alright. Better not to show them Gold Sark. Better not to show them that. Okay, what's the plan? They are going to be able to use their Plague next turn. Is there any way we can deactivate that? If we go full Helm Knight, attack over, get Fall Troll, I think that should work out. I think that works out fine. That checks out. That all checks out. All right, full Helm Knight is going to attack over the Armed Wing. We're going to activate the effect of full Helm Knight. This is going to special summon back. I guess we could get back. I think just getting back Ragged Guro is fine. We'll get that. And then we'll go on our turn. Main phase 2. Special the Fall Troll. Specialing the Fall Troll gets us back. What level is this? This is level 8. Fuck, man. Oh, we had another full Helm Knight? How did I know? I didn't even see this. See, this is why I hate... I didn't even remember we had another full Helm Knight. We could have done some broken ass shit. I'm just being stupid. Oh my god, I'm being so dumb. Okay, hold up. We've got Fall Troll, special back. This will special back our other full Helm Knight. And then we'll just synchro into Gotham's. Gotham's hit his last 2 cards. And proceed from there. That was really stupid. I fucking didn't even realize. Oh my god, I'm like Omega tilted. I'm like not even really paying attention. Okay, so Ragged Gura, which is going to get... whatever that card. We could have done some more broken shit. I'm like legit not paying attention at all. Fuck. Okay, what do we sack here? Yeah, this is gonna sack. Got him. No, let's sack full Helm Knight. Let's sack full Helm Knight and then just plan to go for an OTK. We'll just solemn whatever synchro play they go for, and then we'll plan to go for an OTK next turn. And I think we will Gold Sark here. We'll Gold Sark for a Fall Troll in case it goes long. Yeah, that's on me though. That's super on me. They should only be able to make 1 play here, and we have bottomless solemn, so we should be insulated. Yeah, I guess if they make Stardust, we can't solemn because they could have Norlaris. I was a super duper throw. We could have gone full Helm over the guy, especially the other full Helm over the guy. Get Ragged Gura, get Fall Troll, go from there. But I was not really paying attention to the grave, and it's not that big of a deal. Okay, this makes Armor Master, but that doesn't do anything because it's just a stick. It's just a stick in play. Okay, Flip Plague, that's fine. You can't make any synchros here. Okay, what? Why? Oh, I guess to play around full Helm Knight, I guess. There's Airbellum. Okay. I guess we could Airbellum attack over and then just expect to go for the OTK next turn. This attacks over the, I guess, Plague Spreader? It doesn't really matter, but let's attack over the Plague Spreader. This doesn't really matter. This is all more or less the same. And then we can just pass. Cool. All right, I played this game super suboptimally, but you guys get it. You guys saw the power of level limit area B this game, which is, I guess, more or less what I wanted to show off. This card is really important at floodgating the opponent's monsters. It's really important making sure you don't get, like, just run over by this value stuff, because it's a very real chance we just got run over by the value stuff if we didn't have something shutting off literally everything they were doing. It also was able to be played proactively, where we could switch their Dark Arms and run it over. So it got, just this card alone got so much value for our deck. And we've had, like, the ability to shut it off at any point, which is nice. Okay, summons Dark Grepher. Whatever. Oh, activates Dark Grepher? Sure. Sure thing. We get Fall Troll next turn. Okay, so they have Necrogardna, but I don't think that's going to be enough to prevent this OTK. We're going to be able to make Bryonic and just bounce their whole board, and yeah. So Giant Trunade. This goes to the hand. Special summon Fall Troll in attack position. We can bring back whatever. Guy, doesn't really matter. Has to be non-tuner, I guess. And then we can make Bryonic and just, yeah, this is curtains. This is game over. We could even make Goyo. We could make whatever we want here. This doesn't really matter yeah, come on, bro. Come on. All right, we'll pitch Space Typhoon and level limit area B because they know about it. Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Dueling Book, almost crashing for us there, but you know what? We made it through. Soul Release looks good. Trap Dust Shoot looks good. Mind Crush looks good. Everything else, whatevs. The Giant Trunade looks important because it's going to be able to shut off our own stuff. I don't really love Heavy Storm. I wish we had DD Crows. That would be nice. Gravity Bind and Level Limit Area B are super high impact. I need to keep a mental note to Gold Sark for them because if they do resolve a Norlaris, then these are one of the few ways we can just, like, wall them out after they resolve the Norlaris. So, mental note. Use these cards. I guess if it doesn't interact favorably, so let's side out Trap Stun. If it doesn't interact favorably with whatever the Norlaris stuff is, we probably want to side it out. Okay, Starlight Road looked okay. They did have Heavy Storm. They did have Giant Trunade. Giant Trunade is annoying. Gotta keep that in the back of my mind too. How did Trag look? It looked good, because one of the other ways they kill us is just like Dark Armed OTK, and we don't really want to deal with that. Gold Sark's going to be super high impact. Ragigura's going to be alright. All the Battle Recruiters are okay, because they're like solid top decks after a Norlaris resolves. Sangan also okay, because if it's in play when the Norlaris happens. Maybe it's Space Typhoon. Space Typhoon, and then maybe... What else? 1-for-1? 1-for-1 gives us speed, which we might want. And maybe it's like 1 Starlight Road or 1 Gotham's. Maybe Gotham's is alright. If they play Card Destruction. Maybe it's Bottomless, actually. And maybe it is Bottomless. Huh. Funny now that I think about it, the Bottomless isn't great here, but kind of isn't great. No cap. The Bottomless against the value deck is normally super good, but if they're on, like, Monster Reincarnation, like that kind of crazy shit, Dark Arm Dragon, that kind of stuff. Okay, awesome. We've got Dust Shoot, we've got Soul Release, and we've got Sank, and this is a great hand against Norlaris. This is a super, super good hand. Unless, of course, they have it turn 1, which, I mean, if they have it turn 1, they have it turn 1. Like, what can you do? But if they have it turn 1, like, they also have to have all the value stuff. They have to have a lot to have, like, a decent, like, Norlaris setup turn 1. And we're top decking, like, alright. This deck top deck's alright. I gotta believe in it a little bit. Okay. Nice. Okay, what does this do? I know this works effectively with Raikou, where if this destroys a monster by battle, you can target one level 4 or lower X-Saber monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So this can special summon itself, which I think is super cool. We might want to do something like that, but I think just getting Sangan in play, Sangan for Cat, is good. Full Helm maintains our board, and then we'll have Trap Dust Shoot. I think because we're a little defense light, we'll go Full Helm. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to special summon itself back. Yeah, I think this is a little bit messy, but that's how that works. And they milled a Necrogardna, which we don't need to Soul Release now. Wait, do we? Let me think. No, we don't. Let's set the Dust Shoot. If they have a Decree or something, that's rough. But that's that pretty much. Okay, here we are going to Dust Shoot them. Hopefully no Decree. Or Solemn. That'd be annoying. But we are going to Dust Shoot them. Okay, they have Vayu, they have Deck Dev. Oh, wow. What a hand. Grepher on its own does nothing, but they could stack for Plague. Does that make any dark monsters for deck dev? Deck dev does fuck us. Deck dev fucks us super hard. Alternatively, Vayu Crash Foolish Sirocco is alive deck dev, which we don't want to happen. So I think we can just take Vayu, and it puts them off of everything. So they have Greffer, Raikou, deck dev, and Foolish. This turns off their everything, more or less. This turns off their everything. Their Greffer can't pitch anything, as far as I know. I don't think there's anything you can Foolish that'll add a dark monster to your hand. Specifically, don't think you can Foolish like a whatever. And the deck dev is going to be dead because there's no way they can make a 2,000 or more. Full Helm Knight is going to be alright on the board because it can negate the attack. And then I think we should be good to just start doing some broken shit next turn. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Full Helm versus Raikou is pretty fucking good. Opponent's tanking. Opponent's deep tanking. If they go for a Raikou again, we'll have a couple different plays, right? We could summon Emmer's Blade, attack it with the Full Helm Knight, but then if they set Greffer, I think if they set Greffer here, that's pretty smart. I wouldn't set the Raikou if I were them. I would set the Greffer. That will at least like bait us into spending our battle phase on it, and then it'll also make us play a little cautiously before going into the battle phase. So I think that that's a pretty good play. Otherwise, let me think. Otherwise, I guess it is get Sangan. Okay, they're going for Foolish. Well, this is crazy. This is really crazy. I guess if they make Bryonik, we're kind of boned, aren't we? Yeah, Bryonik does kind of just fuck us if they go all in on it. I hope they didn't come to that conclusion. I genuinely hope they didn't. But they can time walk us every single turn with Bryonik. We can't really crash into it because they have the Necrogar now, which they can chain to the Soul Release. Oh, they have Call the Haunted. That's fucking bad. What the fuck is this deck, man? How are you playing multiple Monster Reincarnation and Call the Haunted? Fuck, dude. That's really bad. Shit, dude. That's so fucking weird. I guess Call the Haunted makes sense because you need an extra way to get the Phantom. I don't know, man. I don't know. Experiencing a little lag. A little Dueling Book lag. Okay, they are going to deck dev us. There's no way they don't deck dev us here. Bro, that's so fucking annoying. Oh, that's so fucking annoying. I'm, like, literally considering just conceding. I guess we'll reveal the Soul Release. Which I think we have to go for. Yeah, I think we have to go for it. Shit, dude. That's so annoying. And I guess we'll banish this and deck dev as well. He says I can chain Necro to this. Yes, yes you can. Yeah, I guess we get punished for not summoning the Sangan. Deck dev was not on my radar, but now it is. And now it's Call the Haunted is on the radar too. Maybe want Dust Tornadoes or something. That's really fucking tilting. Because this deck definitely struggles with deck dev. Like, there's no way we're losing this game if they can't resolve that deck dev. But, oh. They drew Armageddon Knight. That's a really good draw for them, too. I mean, any Dark was a good draw for them, but Armageddon Knight especially is a really good draw. If you were going to flip your Raikou for no value, you would have done it before summoning the Armageddon Knight, so they're not going to do that here. Which, I guess is fine. We drew Arabellum, so... Just gotta say, 2 out of 3. Next turn's the last turn of deck dev, so we'll be able to attack over the Armageddon Knight. Do have to be careful of our Giant Trinade returning their call as well. Shit, dude. Deck dev's fucking annoying. No Vayu. No Vayu. No Sirocco. Okay. They milled a Vayu. That's bad. They milled up to 3 Darks. That's bad. But maybe their hand isn't a Dark monster. Hopefully. Prage. Prage. We're so fucked. I mean, that's just the problem with this deck, right? It's like a bad fairy deck. You just play all these recruiters, but... You don't get Christia, you get fucking Fall Troll, which is, oh, nasty. Okay, okay, Bottomless. Bottomless the draw. Nice, nice. Bottomless gonna help. We have one more turn. We have one more turn. They can't really go for their Armed Wing. Yepers. Necrogardener doesn't negate the next attack ever, only on the turn it's activated. No Dark Monster, no anything. No anything, come on, let's go. Let's go. Give me one more turn. Fucking bitch, dude. This guy's a fucking topper. You're playing fucking Monster Reincarnation, you're playing fucking all this other jank ass shit, and you top deck Armageddon back to back. You don't top deck your Norlaris, your shitty Phantom of Chaos, which only copies a Morphing Jar at this point, but you top deck fucking back to back. Oh my god, that's so tilting. It's also tilting, like, oh fuck, man, that's so tilting. They had Call the Haunted. Fuck, dude. That's fucking bullshit. I'm whining so much, but the reason I'm whining is because this deck that I'm playing against fucking sucks, and he's top decking really well, considering his deck fucking sucks. And we just had a really unlucky draw for deck dev, and now we're just dead. So we got to go to game 2, or game 3, I guess, which is brutal. Super brutal. They have Armageddon Knights, which makes me think about pulling the rug slightly. They have deck dev. Fucking bitch, I hate deck devastation virus. Alright, Starlight Road's got to go. Actually, maybe it stays because it negates deck dev. Oh, we could decide to Masker Restrict. Stops deck dev. That's so narrow, though. That's so narrow. Oh, man, that's so stupid. I guess Dust Tornado. Fuck deck devastation virus. That complicates this. That complicates this a lot because I didn't want to bring in the spell and trap removal, but now I think I have to because deck dev's gonna fuck us. It's gonna fuck us, dude. Shit. Can we side out any of these monsters to like kind of lessen that? Maybe Card Trooper can come out. Maybe Trag. Also, I think Cold Wave is not the piece of interaction we want. I think we want Dust Tornado. Or no, Space Typhoon is better than Dust Tornado because it can destroy our own Floodgate. And then I think we do want all of the Recursion. I think we do want the Trap Stun. I think Bottomless seems so fucking bad. It seems so fucking mid. I'd rather just have like ways to out deck dev. Let's try this. This is cursed, but we're gonna try it. If they have deck dev, we have a few more outs to it now, and we are going first, so we get an extra draw towards it, which is nice. Okay, our hand looks all right. It looks all right. I can't say it looks great, but it does looks like it does something. We can summon Airbellum, set Gravity Bind, set Book. I don't think there's any reason to set Mind Crush just yet. And I also think we could probably just set Gravity Bind. Hopefully they're not on like one piece of removal. Yeah, so we'll just set Gravity Bind and then we'll pass. And we'll hold the Book. This is in case they Heavy Storm us. We don't get blown out. I would like to still maintain the Book if possible. To have a way to out Phantom of Chaos. Of course, we don't have a way to out Phantom of Chaos set right now. But this is fine. Dual Gravity Bind. They won't be able to attack us. Hopefully no deck dev. That would be so fucking annoying. Actually, I don't think it would be too bad. Especially not right now. Let's attack. Anything on Declaration? See if they have Mirror Force Deprison. No. We'll book their Sirocco after attack declaration. Run it over. Okay, nice. Now we've got the Dust Crush combo, and now I think we're pretty insulated. Trap Dust Shoot was such a good draw. I can't even cap. End phase. Decree? No, we've got Trap Dust Shoot. Let's see it. Let's see the hand. Oh, wow. Their hand sucks. Their hand super duper sucks. Okay. I guess we'll send back Raikou, Mind Crush the Reincarnation, and their hand is just dead. That's the plan. Okay, let's do that. We'll go Raikou, and then we'll Mind Crush the Monster Reincarnation. And then they have 3 bricks, and then we'll win the game. Okay, cool. Damn, that was tough. But we drew our broken 3 limited trap cards. Our opponent maybe cheesed us with deck dev last game, and I bitched like a little bitch. But you know what? Hey, we're out here. We got our cheese mode engaged. Let's fucking go. Oh, what a draw. What a disgusting draw. Unfortunately, if it is Necrogardener, we do have to attack with Airbellum first. But discarding anything in their hand is not something that's like a high priority of mine, so... We'll just attack there. But we don't have anything in our grave anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Cool. So now what I'm thinking is we soul release their grave. I would love to catch the plague with the soul release, but we just can't allow that Stardust to happen. Yeah, we can't allow it. It would be too difficult for our draw to deal with right now. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm fucking just capping. Maybe we could have made Armory Arm and attacked over Stardust with Arabellum. Maybe we could have held the Soul Release. Oh, they could make Dark End. Never mind. No, definitely don't want that. They could have made Dark End. Definitely. Oh. Yo. That's insane. We've drawn so lucky this game. I feel bad for complaining. Holy shit. And it's a Raikou. Oh, it's not a Raikou. It's a Necrogard now. Shit, why did it show me Raikou? Dueling Book's fucking weird. Why would it show me? If it's not going to show me anything, why would it show me anything? Are we synchroing first? No, I think we attack first. I think we attack for 1300 and then 1600. Get a discard. Activate the effect of Arabellum. Yeah, this way we get the discard because if we synchro with the Necrogard first off, we wouldn't be able to attack with our synchro because of Gravity Bind. Second off, we wouldn't be able to attack with Arabellum because they would just Necrogard at the attack. So, okay, we ended up hitting the Plague. I wonder if they shuffled their hand. I should have paid attention to that. But either way, we are going to make Bryonic, I think. Oh, we can make Gaianite, actually. And saving the Bryonic, preserve the Bryonic. Yeah, let's make Gaianite. And then we can also normal summon Ragigura, activate the effect. Oh, they're going to Royal Oppression this. Okay, whatever, that's fine. You flipped the oppression for us, bro. Thanks. Now you can't Plague. Now you're fucking dead. You're down. Why would you... Why had the Gravity Bind shut off the Gaianite anyway? Like, what? Thank you. Yo, let's go. The opponent giving us free floodgates. Let's fucking go. Our opponent didn't play this game super well, I'm going to be honest. And their deck... shit, man. I can't cap. Their deck's a little sus. But, look. We're going to win. And I can't complain about that. Yeah, I guess they're going to be forced to Necro the Arabellum either way. But it's a 2-turn clock. You're not even going to get to resolve this thing. And if you go for the Plague stack for defense, I mean, we're just, we're killing you. So there's that. Do we want to go for anything else like Armory Arm? No, there's no way they can do anything. There's no way. I believe there's no way they can do anything. Unless the last card in their hand is like Foolish and they top deck Phantom of Chaos. There's no way they can do anything. I'm convinced. Come on, one time. One time for the fans. X-Saber W. Everyone's been asking for the X-Saber deck for years. This is exactly why I like playing Gravity Bind and Level in Area B in this deck. For those of you watching the game, for those of you watching the match, these cards are super good in this deck. They are super, super good. They cheese your opponent. GG's. GG's. You sack the shit out of us with deck dev. We sack the shit out of you with limited cards. But that's the name of this game. That's the name of this game. Anyway, guys, smash like, subscribe. Definitely try out this list. I think there's a few changes I would like to make, particularly with Gotham's E-Call and maybe like different trap lineups. I might want to play around with some different stuff like Phoenix Wing Wind Blast and stuff. But I think the deck is very, very strong, especially at 46 cards where you're not like drawing multiple Arabellums. If you notice, we didn't draw multiple Arabellums the whole game. We didn't draw multiple Fall Trolls, multiple E-Calls, and Brick. We drew pretty good hands. So like, I know don't be too results oriented, but when playing the 46 card list, I've had more high impact hands like that before. So, let's call it there. Let's call it there. X-Saber video. Peace.